ED or eating disorders are a very serious mental health condition that is characterized by severe eating disturbances. When one develops an eating disorder, they will develop unhealthy eating habits and preoccupation with food, body size, weight, and shape. Many look at themselves every day in the mirror and see something they don't like. Eating disorders can cause many serious health problems. Types of anorexia are anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and binge eating disorder. 2% of countries are impacted by eating disorders, and one of those countries is South Korea. Korea's beauty standards are very different from the Western beauty standard. In America, we accept people who are overweight, but in South Korea, it is the opposite. Weighing 50 pounds and more means that you are overweight. The dread of gaining weight and the ideals to be skinny has become a serious health concern among Korean teenagers and even idols, who are resorting to anorexia to maintain their tiny figure. Many young Korean women will do the pro-Ana movement by posting explicit instructions on how to stay skinny by getting rid of food from home or school. And because girls are participating in the pro-Ana movement, they become obsessed with it and how skinny they are becoming. Anorexia can cause a variety of health issues, including malnutrition and depression. Teenagers are particularly vulnerable since their brains and bodies are still developing. By continuing to starve themselves, it can result in irregular menstruation, stunted growth, and in the worst-case scenario, death. On a show, an interview with a Korean pop star, she begins talking about her weight, saying that she is 43 kilograms at a height of 165. This means she is severely underweight. But this makes me think about everyone else in the singing or modeling industry. I know there are so many other idols who are underweight, male and female. I hope people understand that anorexia isn't something that should be aimed for, that it can cause permanent health problems, as it can really leave long-term consequences mentally and physically. Written from someone anonymous in South Korea, she says, "When I was in middle school, I heard a group of men asking me whether I had any conscience of wearing a skirt with a fat leg." A high school student continued, "I was 165 centimeters tall and weighed 90 kilograms. She lost 20 kilograms and still eats one meal every 3 days to stay in shape. I'm scared of being criticized for my bodily figure again," she said. "Even my parents, who say they love me no matter what, don't want me to go back to my previous figure." Sadly, the government hasn't done anything about eating disorders. In South Korea, to them, staying skinny is the only choice. But in our generation, we can change that. If you're someone who suffers from any type of eating disorders, reach out. It takes a lot for someone to seek help, and you are brave for pursuing it. Always remember, you don't have to do something alone. A support system is key, whether it be family, friends, or a doctor that you can trust. Please reach out. You know you aren't alone.